My name is Zaven Gaboyan, and my group members are Artemia Bolins and Hru Oganyan. We will be talking about John Muir and the problems and achievements he had on the creation of the National Park System and Sierra Club.
John Muir was born on April 21st, 1838. He was known as John of the Mountains and also Father of National Parks. He was an influential Scottish-American naturalist. He was also an author, environmental philosopher, botanist, zoologist, glaciologist, and an early advocate for the preservation of wilderness in the United States of America. John did a lot for the environment and stayed involved throughout almost his entire life. John Muir wanted the best for the environment, which led him to contribute as much as he could and stay dedicated throughout his journey. He wanted to fix these problems because of his undenying love for the outdoors. He basically took outdoor problems as his own problem. He wanted to be very involved, and he definitely showed how much he cared throughout his actions and his best efforts to fix the problems. Throughout the next slides, I'll be going over how he fixed those problems and with whom.
One of the problems was pollution. It is a substance of harmful materials in the environment. Air pollution causes damage to animals, forests, crops, and bodies of water. The air pollution is caused by burning fossil fuels, agricultural activities, and waste in landfill. It can also affect the people and get them illnesses. Pollution can really harm the environment and destroy it.
The second problem John Muir saw that was a huge devastation for the environment was steel and coal mining. It was deemed that mining operations caused pollution both above ground and affected surface water. Mining also released lots of toxic chemicals, which has been proven in the modern world to cause lung cancer. This means all miners located at the mineshaft were more prone to developing cancer, as well as polluting nearby cities with smoke and other toxic chemicals. On top of that, mining contributes to erosion, deforestation, and loss of biodiversity, which can disrupt Mother Nature and lead to many issues.
John Muir was in love with the outdoors since he was a kid, which led him to take on the environment's problems as his own. This led to John Muir finding the Sierra Club, which is an environmental organization located in the United States. The club was founded on May 28, 1892 in San Francisco, California. He became the first president of the Sierra Club, which lasted for over 20 years. But besides the Sierra Club, John Muir also helped with the foundings of the national parks of Sequoia and Yosemite. He played a humongous role in the environment's progression, and he kept his promise. In 1876, John Muir urged the federal government to adopt a forest conservation policy, which later led to the Sierra Club. When the Sierra Club was founded, the first president was John, from 1892 when the club was founded until his tragic death in 1914. John's efforts encouraged Theodore Roosevelt, who was the president at the time, which led to Roosevelt taking advantage of his authority to establish 150 national forests, 18 national monuments, 5 national parks on over 230 million acres of public land. You could tell the way John moved and did what he did really encouraged the people around him.
John Muir greatly contributed in the Sierra Nevada region and published majority of his books about this region. This piece of land stretches about 400 miles lengthwise and 65 miles in width, and it is known for its cold and snowy winters, where many skiers and snowboarders go during the winter. In the summer, the region is perfect for outdoor activities such as hiking and biking. Thanks to many laws created by the government, this region is well maintained and may not under any circumstances be used by corporate companies to extract natural resources. This helps preserve the nature and keep the environment safe. Mr. Muir himself could not accomplish and maintain the progress he made without the help of others. He worked with many others, such as Theodore Roosevelt, to establish and create national parks. An example of this would be the Yosemite National Park. He also worked with ecologists and naturalists to gather information that would later be published in some of his writings. Finally, John Muir established the Sierra Club, which grew to have over 750,000 members as of 2020.
Muir formed the Sierra Club on May 28, 1892. The Sierra Club was a non-profit organization promoting conservation of the natural environment. It was made to protect the wild places and for people to enjoy by visiting these places. The Sierra Club helps the environment by fighting climate distributing pollution, protecting air, water quality, clean energy, and preserves natural resources. It achieves these goals by relying on individuals' forest resources and energy. John Muir's idea when creating this was to help the environment and parks. John Muir and Theodore Roosevelt both helped the environment. John Muir created a national park system and the establishment of the Sierra Club. He fought to protect the places he loved. President Theodore Roosevelt helped him create these national monuments because he liked his idea and wanted to conserve forests for continued use. Muir influenced Roosevelt from a camping trip to go protect these national parks. From this, he doubled the number of sites within the amount of national parks there are. He established national parks to preserve nature. The parks that he created are Yosemite Park, Sakino, Mount Rainier, and the Grand Canyon. These parks are popular, and a lot of people visit them up to today. National parks are important because they provide a safe place for plants and animals. They have places to visit and enjoy. Also, they help us learn about the environment.
John Muir also wrote many books in his lifetime about nature and why we should respect it. The two books you see in front are called The Mountain of California, written in 1894, and Travels in Alaska, written in 1915. The book on the left, called The Mountains of California, is a story about how the Yosemite Valley became a protected national forest and the calling for other people to protect forests. This was the first major book which attracted some attention to nature and made people question the destruction of nature for natural resources. The book on the right, called The Travels in Alaska, is a book which focuses on the Alaskan environment. The book explains the beauty seen in the harsh, cold winter in Alaska and mentions the animals that live in the region. John Muir himself was not an author, but wrote many books to inform and inspire others. As we come to a finish to this presentation,